And we are on the air.
We're what?
On the air, on the interwebs.
On the interwebs. All right. Hi, and welcome to our video today. If you're new here, my name is Roger, and I am co-host with the young lady you see in the split screen. This is a bad omen for our start. Split screen Tagg. And she's my co-host for our YouTube channel, where we focus on locating and sharing with our viewers affordable housing for everyday people. That's what we named our channel. Anyway, today we're going to look at a single family home that is actually not as much a for sale, but a foreclosure sale. Is that what you told me? Is it an auction sale?
Yeah.
Yeah, online only auction. Okay. All right. So Tagg brought this one to me, which is a reversal of our norm. Is that okay that I shared that with the audience? Because we can stop now and restart over and leave that part out.
Yes, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. Single family home for sale, auction, I guess, sale at $58,300. So who knows what it's going to close for? I guess you got to go to the local county tax records and see what it's valued at for tax, real estate taxes, circumstances, and then what the neighboring houses that are equivalent in size are valued at. Anyway, it's actually been on realtor.com for 20 days. I think it's it's been 3 weeks. We're showing that they have 38 photos of the house on the realtor.com website, which is where we're looking at it, where our review is taking place at. Built in 1955 with a 3-car garage. I will stop now to give Tagg a chance to give us her impressions of the house.
Yes. Well, this is on 1.64 acre. So it's
you
a
broke
nice
up a
size
little.
yard.
Would you repeat that? It broke up a little. It's on what?
Oh, 1.64 acres.
Gotcha.
And so, I'm all about homesteading. I believe your home should be able to feed you and sustain you. So this caught my eye. I think it's cute. For me, it's the perfect size. It's almost 1,500 square feet. Not exact, but if the rooms are positioned correctly, I mean, you can have a lot of room in a home that's like around 1,500 square feet. And the good thing about it is that because of the land, you can add on to this on the sides, on the top, in the back, a separate dwelling, plus a whole garden. And so this was really appealing to me. And it looks as like the home was well kept. So, and it's on pier and beam. So any type of plumbing and electrical that you need done, it's going to be easy to reroute stuff. So I thought it was a cute little house, and it has a metal roof on top of that. So scrolling on, you got this little porch area thing. I would just go ahead and swap out the store, get a little fancier, and probably deck around this AC unit and just finish it out. I wouldn't really need much more space for the home. Pop in a couple of sunlights for the interior. However, I noticed that this back porch area is on concrete. So, you can't go ahead and close this in to have another living area or divide it and make it into 2 bedrooms and a bath or whatever you want to do. But the fact that it's already there, closing it in wouldn't really be a problem. And this is almost flat. You can just go ahead and add another room on top if that's the case, if you want it to expand up. So I see a lot of possibilities here. So moving on.
Before we go any further, if I may, comments about the back. So I'm seeing two fireplace chimneys. So that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
I'm seeing a big old tank sitting on a stand that, in the old days, signified it was heating oil there to heat the home with.
Yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
in 2025, and probably for the last little while, when you bought a house with that, generally the original furnace, it had expired from old age. So you want to like identify the circumstances of it being there. If it has been replaced, then it's obsolete. In other words, if there's a newer, better heating situation, it would be obsolete. And if there's oil in it, you need to properly remove it, empty the tank, and then uh, empty the tank and then properly remove it. It's not a huge deal. It's just steps that have to be followed to be safe and in compliance with whatever local rules there are in that particular part of the country in North Carolina. So I did want to just comment on that in passing before we moved on. And I actually had a thought when you were looking at the front about where it could be built onto. And I think to the right, when you're facing the front of the house, is where that driveway is. That pulls up to the garage. So I don't think you can build out on the right. So maybe the left, around that fireplace chimney that we can see, or more than that, probably just the back.
Yeah.
If I
Well,
may.
you can always connect the garage with the house with some type of transition in there. Maybe
Didn't even think of that. I'm actually a big fan of breezeways that connect detached garages to houses. I forgot that. Oh, we've got a co-host in your lap now.
Yes, she won't stop barking. She's quick
What?
too. It's like I go to
Maybe
reach her. It scurries
maybe
around.
she's agreeing with you on, oh my goodness, you've got them both on your lap. Wonder how long that's going to last. All right, folks.
Yeah.
The light-skinned girl there is Gidget, and the dark-skinned girl there is Bama.
Yes. I have the sun and the moon.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
All right. So if this is a first video for anybody watching, we are very dog friendly in our video environment. So, hopefully that's not off-putting. If it is, then, find yourself another video channel to watch. And, we're not going to lose much sleep over it. We just wish you all the best, whether you're here for dogs or for houses or whichever. Anyway, I'll shut up now so that you can continue, Tagg. Please go on with your impression of the house.
Okay, so the other part that I like about this house is that the garage has an extra room here. And so you can build on that. You can build in the back. You can build on the side. So this home has a lot of potential that I like. And other than just having a healthy lawn on top of that, but it's leveled. And so if you have any type of raised gardens or anything like that, you don't have to worry about so much leveling out the ground, which can add up with costs. You just have to make sure that there's proper drainage. And so it's just cute to me. I mean, you can have an extra dwelling here for, whoever, mother-in-law, adult children, or whatever, and you still have plenty enough room to grow. Have a boat, whatever else you want to pile on in there. But this you can tell that this has been well maintained and kept up. So any modifications that you need to make to this garage to turn it into a living quarters, it's already established. It's already, pretty much built out. You just got to add plumbing and a solid door where this garage is, or a glass door, just, think outside the box here. And it's already framed in, or you can make it into a greenhouse, man cave, whatever, but the fact that it's already there, so it's not going to, drain your budget to make these renovations over time. And so look at that. It's just beautiful. You know, you have full grown trees back here that's been well maintained. I don't see, until you walk the property yourself, I mean, I don't see anything here that's so alarming that I couldn't get back here and fix myself with trimming up these trees and bushes and stuff like that so they'll grow up and out instead of just out, creating all kind of havoc. And I like the fact that it has this stall back here. So to me, this is indicating that it's possible that maybe there are zoning regulations. You're able to have livestock. So if you are looking into that, you already have it back here, and just a little elbow grease, you know, you can get it looking the way how you want it. So moving on, this is just a better picture of it. Whoops. Okay, we're going to jump over to the kitchen, and I like the wood in here. I would probably swap this out, the tiles, to something a little bit more, I don't know, my style. But it's not overly done that you couldn't get in there and start living right away, and it's not in such horrible conditions that you wouldn't dare step into the kitchen. So, and I like the ceiling work that's been done here. And for an auction around $58,000, I think this is a pretty good deal for what you're getting, because you have a nice size land around that. And this is just a better view of the kitchen. You can go ahead and take this out and include this kitchen nook in there, but you might just want to leave it as is, paint cabinets, whatnot, you know, change out the flooring, just make it all one if you wanted to, or just leave it as is, or put something else down. But the home looks as though it has been well maintained, that I'm sure, you know, you may not need a second opinion when it comes to inspections. But this looks good to me. So I love the double oven here. I think that's an added plus. You have lots of cabinets around. That's pretty much my height. So, you know, I wouldn't have to drag that step ladder around the kitchen with me every time. So here we go. I wish it was gas, but you know, anyway, it's not a deal breaker for me. I love the fact that the sink is underneath this double window here instead of just one, letting in plenty of sunlight, which is appealing to me. I like having natural lighting in the house. So, and this is a good quality type of paneling. If you've seen in any of our prior videos, I'm not a fan of paneling, but this actually looks pretty good.
Well, some paneling does look better than others, and this is definitely one of the better ones. I agree with you.
Yeah, this is one of the better ones. Mm-hmm. This dark paneling in here, not so much.
Not so much.
The laundry area has a closet. The washer and dryer isn't in the kitchen. It's part of the kitchen, but it's not in the kitchen. So there's a little privacy there when it comes to doing laundry. Any comments?
Well, I agree with you on having separation with the laundry and the kitchen. There was one house that their wash and dryer were in the kitchen that we had done some stuff with, lived in for a bit. And I never liked that. I was glad to get it moved into the laundry room that was created from the that porch area that was on the house. That was pretty clever, and I was really pleased by having done that. This, and I agree with you about the paneling. Paneling is awesome. It's kind of weird to see what looks like a window inside the house. You know, both sides of it are rooms inside the house. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I want to evaluate it, when I was at the house.
Right.
But chances are it would not stay that way for my own personal preferences. But I do like to see it, what I think are upgraded windows, that'll give you
Mhm.
better energy efficiency. So that's nice. Anyway,
Mhm.
please. And the one thing that you and I both almost always comment on homes like this, where the gap between the top of the countertop and the bottom of the upper cabinets is too low here, especially
Mhm.
in this photo. It
Yeah.
needs to be maybe even 6 inches would be fine to get your espresso machine or cappuccino maker, or just whatever
Mhm.
kitchen countertop appliance, I guess is what I want to say. It could be just a regular old coffee maker, um,
Yeah.
or
I agree
toaster
with
oven.
that.
Go ahead.
Mhm.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with that. I couldn't tell if this was a room or just like a built-in cabinet. So, if it is a built-in cabinet, I would just repurpose this cabinet on top here to go
Uh-huh.
right underneath this cabinetry here. So
Pretty clever.
that's something that I would do, and just swap out the countertop to match it over here, and that island part. That's what I would do, because
Okay.
this area here, although it is nice to have a separate little kitchen nook thing. Um, for me personally, I would want to do one of two things. Just wall this, move the countertop to over here, or the cabinet to over here, and have another entry for the laundry room. It's pier and beam. You can reroute the plumbing to it, and I would just want this to flow all the way through. So, um,
Okay.
and that's just something that I would do, um, because I would want the room to be open and not block off this lighting here. So, um, anyway, moving on. We'll
All
jump
right.
over to bathrooms.
Okay.
I thought this was a nice size bathroom. Of course, I would renovate this and make it so this tub is underneath this window.
Of
That's just something
course.
that I like, and I would probably uh, do away with this uh, linen closet and move the toilet over, get in a double sink, and just you know move on with my life. So, because the
Gotcha.
the tub is old. It looks a little shallow for my taste, but I'm loving the size of this bathroom. It's not too big, and it's not too small.
Yeah. Looks ideal to do what you would like done in a bathroom.
Hmm. So anyway, this looks like it could be a master bath,
Uh-huh.
um, which is really huge. I think to bring this up to date, I would probably do a separate um, shower tub combo, like a walk-in shower, and then you have your tub. Having a closet in the bathroom isn't really that appealing to me, because of
Wait.
the bathroom just seems to get so cluttered already. And this looks as though it's upstairs because of the way how the ceiling is. Um, I'd go ahead and put a double sink in here just because you have the space for it, and
Uh-huh.
upgrade the cabinets. So, all right, any comments?
Um, what I think of when a closet for clothing is in the bathroom area is humidity and moisture. So on
Mm,
that purpose or basis, I absolutely agree with you. So I'm not sure if I like the idea of the separate either no curb or low curb type shower, and then a sort of one of those soaker type tubs, having the both of them in this
Yeah.
bathroom, especially if it's a master bathroom, because I will want to be the master of my home. So I'd like to have those things in the bathroom I use, and then of course the double sink as well. I'm a fan of that, even though most of the time, I only need one sink because it's just me. But it doesn't always have to be that way. And last but not least, it's kind of nice to have that window there, especially on a second story bathroom where you don't have to, like make the window less see-through, because you don't want people peeking. Nobody needs to see, old man stuff in this bathroom. Back to you, Tagg. See what you do with that.
Okay, I'm gonna move over to the living room. I thought the living room was a little bit small. However, it is still doable. I mean, you can expand this opening here, or either just take down this wall and incorporate this hardwood floor throughout. But this is, I think, the way how it is now, because this is a solid wood door with nice wood framing around it, and then you have the smaller window here with the fireplace, I would just go ahead and make this an accent wall and keep it rolling. Oh, one just got out of my lap.
Uh-oh.
And so this room, I'm assuming because it's a drop down that this is like the back room where the porch is in the back, because it looks like it's on concrete. I think this is a little bit shallow, but you can make this opening wider and just have Aurora steps going down to just get a bigger feel for it, or keep it as is and make this a craft room or something like that. But there's a lot of possibilities in here, and I'm pretty sure that there must be like an extra foot or two where this drop down ceiling is that you can incorporate in the home, or just make this part of your walkout porch and door this off. I mean, there's so many possibilities that you can do here, and have this as an indoor outdoor type of fireplace.
Okay.
I would seek a professional before I could go and do anything like that.
Yes, I'm thinking having an architect or a designer help you with that is highly recommended.
Yeah, because you can always change these windows into doors. If the structure will allow for it, it makes it very unique and creative. And if the structure doesn't allow for it, at least you have a professional that'll tell you, we have to do some major adjustments before you can have this, or we don't recommend it. Either way, you have a budget, and the home is around $58,000. So, well, it's an option. So depending on how much you pay for it, you can include it in your budget. So there are 17 more photos, and I think we pretty much went through all of them.
Okay.
Great big picture window. Loving that.
Isn't it? That is a really large picture window.
I'm liking this as well. Yeah, so there will be some walls being taken down sooner than later. However,
I'm not loving that carpet because of the stains, and I'm not loving that wainscoting because it just has kind of a chintzy look to it from this photo.
Yeah, that would be painted over most definitely. But great view though. You don't have your neighbors on top of you, so yeah. They kind of went a little bit overboard on the built-ins, but that's okay. So here's
You've got
another
a
view.
solution for that.
Yes, just pop that lid, pick that color, pop that lid, and you'll be all right. Yeah.
That's a Tagg I know.
Yep. Life goes on. So great doors, nice heavy doors, a solid home. Good bones.
Good
As we're
bone.
looking at bedrooms. So easily make that into an office. It's right off the front door. I think this is a good storage area under a staircase. I think I would make this look a little bit better and replace these the railing with something a little bit more fancy, maybe wrought iron or something like that.
Yeah, they could have done a better job with that.
Yeah, most definitely. So it looks as though there is a closet upstairs as well, which I think this is perfectly fine for a wardrobe,
Storage.
storage, or have you not. I would swipe this out for a mini split instead of a window AC. But this looks very good. You can see the possibilities because there isn't that much distraction going on to make adjustments to the property, to the home. We have another part of the attic that you can access. I believe this is going into that green bathroom, maybe. And so here we go. Back over to the back
That
side. Porch, yeah. And this looks good. This looks
I'm
really
thinking
good.
that this is a picture of that add-on part to the garage here in this photo. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Very nice home.
Any idea what this room is?
I think it could be the other side of the garage as well. I mean, this could be where the stalls are by chance because there was another structure on the property.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but this has a wood floor, so, and a wood ceiling. So I believe this could have been a workshop at one particular time.
Look at those benches. Good. I think it had spent some time in its life as a workshop for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Just rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. All right.
Let's take a look at the neighborhood. You have plenty of yard. Your neighbors aren't right on top of you. You have nice trees around you. And so I would say this is a yes. Having a school across the street isn't too appealing because the street will get busy, but this yard is so nice and big that you can have one of those U-shaped driveways where it's easy for you to get in and out in case the roads are blocked. However, it's only blocked at certain times of the day, so morning and afternoon. That's good. And if it's a high school, well, they can pick themselves up and drop themselves off. You know what I mean? They're driving anyway, so.
Yeah. That's the way it was when I was in high school, which was a long time ago.
Yeah. So look how nice and deep this yard is. I mean, this is great. The home pretty much sits where you have all of this in the back. So
that looks great.
So I think we are ready for closing statements and move on to the next video.
Okay, then. So at this stage of our video, I like to make a couple of remarks usually. And basically, it's that we want to thank you for being here and watching. And we hope whatever Tagg or myself, Roger, may have said, maybe it's helpful, maybe it's entertaining in a look at that dumbass kind of context. But whatever works for you, we're fine to provide that. And it's a bonus for us if somebody actually sees a house that they're interested in and makes an offer on it, because that helps you find a home that's affordable, helps the seller sell a home, which, of course, that's their intent when they list it for sale. And on that note, I'll stop talking now so that Tagg can close us out for today. Thank you very much and take care.
Yes, I like to remind you that your dream home just might be a DIY away. If you're into fixer-uppers or homegrown gardens, this channel is your go-to for real freedom through affordable living and homesteading. If you have a property you would like to get the word out or an area of interest, please post a link in the comment section. We are here to help you spread the word and get your information out. After all, it's about people helping people. We will catch you next video.